What's up, everybody? It's Michael again at FABS. It's Monday. I probably sound a little tired. I haven't been sleeping good for the past week and a half. It's been a pretty rough week. We've had a lot of jobs. We've been doing really good, and we've been blessed with nice customers for about the past month. So that's always a blessing. This one is about an hour away from the shop. It's in a place, not really, now that we're out here, I feel like I've been here before, but it's not someplace we come regular. It is Bolstus, Rootsfordton. So we got a little tear out we're going to do here, and then we'll bring the tops in. It's a different layout in this kitchen. I haven't seen one like this before. There's a couple of things that I do have a bit of a concern with. One of them is this riser and how small it is with the outlet cutouts and such. The other, I mean, not really scared of this. It's just different. You see where the cooktop, the stove slide in is at? Kind of a weird area for it, right? So I just put one seam behind it here. You know, we try to get the pieces as big as we can to give the customer the best looking job possible. So hopefully everything turns out good, and we just rock and roll and get it going. It's about 2:35, 2:36 right now. So just like always, if I run into an issue, I'll show you what it is and tell you how we work through it. And if not, I'll stop periodically and kind of show you where we're at and what's going on. And if I run into anything interesting that maybe you guys hadn't seen before, I'll do a little short on it so you guys can see it today and not have to wait for Gary to edit this video. When he comes to get the videos, he's going to have a lot of content to go through. So y'all keep Gary in your prayers. That, guys. What y'all think about that? We got to get under there, mount the sink, so it means we got to clean all that out. Wow. I know you guys have heard me in other videos say how much I hate liquid nail. Well, this is why. Every cabinet's got it all over it. So now I got a multi-tool and get it off. Hard to do with a phone in my hand. Melissa just films. So we got a bar on this. Of course, it gets small back here. We got a tight squeeze. As you can see, we got the cabinet, but we're using the no lift cart as a support to work it on in here. It's really the only way to get this in. If you didn't have a cart, you'd be in a world of hurt because you couldn't really set it on here and lay it down without moving everything. And we try not to move refrigerators because you scratch the floor. Alright, let me catch up. So when you're doing this, you got to stay together. And the number one thing is nobody lifts on either end. You keep it flat, you work as a team, a little bit at a time, everybody goes together. Alright, now we're pretty even, so we'll work the cart up as we go. It's going to be a lot easier for Tony to push his in because he's got roller bearings. I got cabinet. Hold on, wait for me. All right, looking good. All right, let's put this in here. All right. Once we get to that point, I like to get the cart out of the way, lower it down a little bit. Sometimes if you don't lower it down, when you pull it out, it'll pop. I mean, I like to keep the popping to a minimum. So now we got more runway to get in here and push it into place. Still, at this point, you have to stay together. The shortest distance is straight across. If you tilt, it gets bigger. So I'm gonna have to trim that wood. I thought I might. But anyways, that's how you do it, guys. I gotta trim that piece of wood to come down. I just want to show you how we use the cart and all that. Okay, guys. It's after 10 o'clock. It's like 10:05. I did run into a few things on this job. It's getting late on us. We've been here forever, so I didn't get a chance to kind of stop and walk you through everything. I'll go through all the issues on the members channel for those of you that want to hear it. Because of the angles here, I ran into some issues, so I'll tell you what I did and how I fixed it and all that. We basically made a seam phantom here on site, and that way our seam will turn out nice and clean. It's right there. I don't know how well you can see it. Not very well, and that's a good thing. So, like always, we've cleaned up everything. Swept up the floor, all that. Also, the riser posed an issue. Those of you that install, you know what it's like when you have a small riser like this. I know a lot of you just cut it off at the sides. I did something a little different, and I'll go over it with you as well. Raised bar. Customer had a single bracket that I put up for them there. Had some of the existing counters, the wood on it made it level to the 2x4s under there, and I'll explain that all to you as well later. The customer's got to drive back to Raleigh tonight, so I'm not trying to keep him here for 30 minutes for me going over everything. This is one of the bathrooms, just a double vanity. Went in and just double checked it, and Tony had got some silicone on the top, so we had to re-clean all that. But of course we swept up in here and everything. And I'll show you the other bathroom. We'll get our final photos, and then we'll get out of here. We got an hour drive ourselves, but I think his is a little bit longer than ours. So the same in here. Had a little silicone. Had to have Tony clean it up, but we drilled all the faucet holes for the vanities at the shop, so there was really no dust or anything in there. In the kitchen, however, you know, I like drilling them on the install to keep the integrity of the stone while we're getting it in place. But we did drill one at the shop. I had to drill the other two here on site. And, you know, that's about it. But it was one of those tedious jobs with the riser and all that, and the angles. The angles is what really got us, because the stone's bigger as you're sliding it in, but you know, once it gets in place, it gets smaller. And then we had wood walls, which, you know, always pose an issue. So anyways, like I said, I'll go over it all with you if y'all want to hear it. And I'm going to get my photos and help Tony get the ramp up, and we'll get out of here. I appreciate y'all watching, guys. I know this was kind of short, but like I said, we ran into some things, and I didn't want to be here another 2 or 3 hours.